Good morning, children. So today we are going to learn a new topic, that is lesson number 13, sound of 6th class. So we heard various sounds every day, when you get up early in the morning by the sound of alarm. Okay, alarm turns on and you heard a ringing bell of your alarm and you get up. So various sounds of natural sounds we heard, birds sound, then sound of train, some sound of vehicles we heard every time. Some sounds are man-made sounds and some are natural sounds. So the sounds which comes from the nature, that is bird sound, then various sounds of animals. So these are the natural sounds, but some sounds are man-made sounds, the sound of mixer, the sound of television, sound of vehicles or vehicles running on the road, sound of horns, various. So that sounds are created by the human being or the man-made sounds. So these are the various examples of sound we heard every day. So which sounds do you hear during the recess in your school? So you heard a sound of bell. Then when there is a silence in the classroom, close your eyes and sit quietly. Which sounds in your surrounding can you hear now? So the sound of children you can hear. So there are the different examples of sound. Now, some sounds are loud and are heard easily, while some other are very soft and cannot be heard unless we listen attentively. Okay, this happens every time. We like some sounds. On the other hand, we get annoyed by some other sounds. Okay, some sounds are very sweet sounds, sound of song, but some sounds we do not want to hear. Okay, they are very harsh sounds. Okay, we get annoyed by some other sounds. कोई चिल्ला रहा है जोर जोर से तो हमें वो आवाज, कहाँ पे झगड़ा चल रहा है तो वो साउंड हमें सुनने की इच्छा नहीं होती है ना. So they are very harsh sounds. Sweet sounds we heard the sound of musical instrument, sound of flute, sound of guitar. They are very pleasant sounds. You know how is sound produced? So a question arises, we know the sound. A question arises, then how is sound produced? Do you know how is sound produced? Sound is produced when an object vibrates, creating a pressure wave. Let's take an example. If you have a rubber band, so when you stretch that rubber band, what happened? When you touch the rubber band vibrates and make a sound. So sound is produced when an object vibrates, creating a pressure wave. Wave form होती है ऐसे, zigzag line, that is a wave is formed and we heard a sound and sound is produced. Okay. This pressure wave causes particles. This pressure wave causes particles in the surrounding medium. So you know the medium. There are three types of medium: air, water, and solid state of medium. Okay. So what happened? This pressure wave causes particles in the surrounding medium. Medium is air, water, and solid. The human ear, we heard why we can hear the sound, because we have a ear is a sensory organ of hearing. So the human ear detects sound waves. Human ear, जैसे हम लोग आंखों से देखते हैं वैसे ही कानों से हम लोग सुनते हैं. So we can hear the sound because of human ear detects sound waves. When vibrating, air particles vibrate small parts within the ear. So जैसे कि ये हमारे कान के अंदर जैसे जो sound जाता है, that falls on the eardrum and eardrum vibrates and we can hear the sound. Okay, because sound is produced when an object vibrates, creating a pressure wave. When anything vibrates, we hear a sound. So I say the human ear detects sound wave when vibrating air particles vibrates small parts within the ear. Okay, so how is sound produced? Then sources of sound, as I told you earlier, there are the two sources, natural source of sound and man-made sound. Natural means naturally occurring sound, जैसे कि नेचर में कोई चेंजेस होता है, बारिश आती है तो आवाज आती है, लाइटनिंग होती है तो थंडरस्टॉर्म आते हैं तो आवाज आती है, लाइटनिंग की आवाज. सो दीज आर द बर्ड्स की साउंड है, जैसे कि सो दीज आर द साउंड्स बाय natural sounds. Then man-made sounds, you know, the sound of television, sound of various vehicles, sound of various machines. These are the man-made sound. How is sound heard now? It's a question. कैसे हम लोग सुनाई देता है हमें? तो कैसे देता है? Sound wave. When the sound occurs, so the sound wave enters the outer ear, and travel sound wave through a narrow passageway called the ear canal. अंदर से कैनल से आवाज पास होती है, which leads to the eardrum. जहाँ के अंदर eardrum होता है हमारे कान के अंदर, वहां पे आवाज पास होती है, and the eardrum vibrates. और जो eardrum के ऊपर आवाज गिरती है तो वो क्या होता है? eardrum vibrates from incoming sound wave. इनकमिंग साउंड वेव से जो ईयर ड्रम होता है वो वाइब्रेट्स होने लगता है एंड सेंड्स द वाइब्रेशंस टू द टाइनी बोन्स इन द मिडल ईयर. सो वी कैन हियर एंड योर ईयर ड्रम, द वाइब्रेशन ऑफ द वोकल कार्ड इन अवर लैरिंग्स and the eardrum vibrates and we can hear the sound. Okay children, so this is about sound. Some sounds are loud, that we know. So when a song is being played, so try this activity. If you have speakers, घर में अगर आपके speaker होंगे तो ये activity try करो. When a song is being played on a radio or a music system in the house, place your hand on its speaker. What do you feel? You feel when you put your hand on the speaker, तो क्या होगा? You feel some vibrations. द जो speaker का जो है वो बजने लगता है ना? So put off the sound and again you feel what? So put out your observations, note down your observation. Then take a rubber band and stretch it and plug the stretch band and see what happens with the rubber band. It makes the sound. Again, apart from the movement of rubber band, we else did you notice that? So see here. Then spread some sawdust or mustard seeds on a sand on the diaphragm of the tabla. Knock on the diaphragm lightly with the finger. What do you see happening as long as the tabla makes a sound? You can see, you can hear the sound of tabla because it diaphragm that vibrates. Okay. So when a metal dish also falls down on the floor, it makes a loud noise. So what do you stop the noise? How you stop the noise? आप वो metal dish को पकड़ेंगे हाथ से. So what is the effect of that action? These are the various observations. So you have to observe at home. The object that produces sound, that is the diaphragm of the speaker, the rubber band, the diaphragm of tabla. show a certain movement. एक movement होती है, वो vibrate होने लगता है, and that makes the sound. So I already told you, sound is produced when an object vibrates, creating a pressure wave. So they oscillate rapidly. In other words, they vibrate. So vibration से ये sound produce होता है. The vibration of an object is necessary for the production of sound. What is necessary for the production of sound? That is the vibrations. As long as the object vibrates, the sound is heard. जो आप लोग गिटार की तार है उसको भी आप छेड़ते हो तो वो वाइब्रेशन प्रोड्यूस होते हैं एंड साउंड कम्स आउट. सो व्हेन द वाइब्रेशन स्टॉप्स, द साउंड आल्सो स्टॉप्स. अगर वो आप तार को हाथ लगाएंगे और स्टॉप करेंगे, व्हेन वाइब्रेशन स्टॉप, द साउंड stops. When the vibrations occurs, the sound start. Okay, the object due to which sound is produced is called the source of that sound. Okay, what is the source of sound? The object due to which sound is produced is called the source of that sound, that is vibrations. Understood? The sound of sitar, a bell, water that drops from the tap, a saucer that breaks on falling down. What is it? It is vibrate when these sounds are produced. They vibrate and make a sound. Okay, now do you know one thing? Acoustics. Acoustics means what? A science of sound resonance, including the production, propagation, and effects of sound is called acoustics. The intensity of sound is measured in a unit that is decibel. Sound ka unit kya hai? It's a decibel. The vibration of vocal cord in our larynx or voice box, hum jo bolte hain, due to the voice box. Okay, the voice box in our larynx, the voice box also produces sound. Here is the, see, the picture is given, voice box. See here, the vibration of the vocal cord. Here is the vocal cord is given in our mouth, और वॉइस बॉक्स इज कॉल्ड, यहां से आवाज निकलती है, ऑल्सो प्रोड्यूसेस द साउंड. द वॉइस बॉक्स इज लोकेटेड इन अवर larynx, in our larynx or throat. Here is the voice box present. The voice box is located in our throat. The quality of sound produced in the larynx depend upon the tattooiness of the vocal cord. Okay, so this is about the acoustics, our sound heard by our ears, and our vocal box, voice box, that creates a sound. And why the sound produced? Because of vibrations. The object vibrates and sound is produced. Okay, children. Then next video we will learn about how sound is heard. Now in this video we learn about how sound is produced. Now in our next video we will learn about how sound is heard. Okay, so bye everyone.